Hi, and welcome again to another episode of The Consistency Queen. My name is Elsa Morgan. I'm a wife, I'm a mum to two beautiful children, and I own a global coaching business, which I launched and scaled in 2021. And we've done over $1 million since then. I'm on a mission to serve and impact over 1 million women to help them build their businesses and work towards their goal. And so I help high-performing women to be able to amplify their income and also their influence and their impact from vision to brand. I hope you're having an incredible day, an incredible week, wherever you are right now, watching or listening to this episode. Now, one of the things that I'm truly passionate about is telling the truth. You see, a lot of the times when I was in the middle of the build working towards my first six-figure month, I was highly discouraged and dissuaded because there were some people out there that were just oversimplifying what it really takes to build $1 million business. In fact, that's probably your hardest build ever, is to get to that first million. And I know that a lot of people have aspirations, but I can tell you this right now, it's available and possible for everybody, as long as you accept the truth of what it really takes. So that is why I've created the Consistency Queen podcast, to be able to share with you the truth about what it actually takes to build $1 million business. And now I'm going to be sharing with you openly about what it's going to take for us to become a $5 million per year business, because that is our next goal as a company. And I'm going to be sharing insights and learnings and setbacks and wins about what it actually takes. But for now, I'm going to be sharing with you what it took to get to my first six-figure month and break it down into pieces of the journey so that people understand where they are right now in their own individual journey and assess what they need to, pivot or possibly change, or maybe look as growth opportunities. But before I get started, I want you to do me a favor. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube, Elsa Morgan, The Consistency Queen. You can also hop into my Apple podcast, The Consistency Queen, and also on Spotify. You can join my free group, facebook.com/groups/The Legacy Academy, and lap up all the free training that I offer and give to you. Now, let's get started, because it's going to be a quick training, but it's going to be one that's going to give you aha moments, because today I'm going to be talking to you about what a lot of people don't really focus on when they speak about social media. You see, social media is one of the key elements to your message, to your branding, and where and how people assess whether they want to work with you, whether they want to buy from you, whether they want to invest in you and learn from you. Social media is what is going to give people the opportunity to make a decision about you, whether they want to get to know, like, and trust you. And so when you get clear on the fact that this is what's going to drive the decision making, you'll understand why these steps that I'm going to share with you became such an important part of my journey in going to my first six-figure month. So grab a pen and paper and take some notes, because there's going to be some things in here that you probably have never heard before. And I'm going to be so grateful to know that I'm the one that's delivered you the truth about where you need to focus. And so with that being said, I have a framework for social media in terms of keeping focus and being lasered in on the things that you need to do to get to your first six-figure month. Okay. And then you can repeat this process. You see, I have a branding framework that helps me to articulate my message and showcase who I am. But there's also another piece that no one really speaks about, and that is, what do you need to incorporate into your social media when you're building your social media and how you're sharing your message, okay? So the first step to this is get really clear on who you are and what your message is. A lot of people don't teach this. You see, your message is your journey, your story of, overcome, and the decision that you came through. So, how you do this is like, where were you once upon a time? What were the things that you were experiencing? What were the things that you really needed to have changed? Okay, because at some point in time, you knew and you decided to move differently. You knew you needed to move differently. But what led to that point? What did you experience to get you to that point? And then when you realize that, hey, I can't accept these circumstances anymore, what happened then? And, whilst you're not going to share all like bits and bobs, like my husband says, about your journey, like, hey, today I put on my undies and tomorrow, like you might not share all of the things, but there will be key elements that will be relevant in your social media messaging, in your sharing of your journey on social media, that is going to help people to decide whether they want to work for you or learn from you or not. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so first thing is get clear on your message and who you are. Where were you? What did you experience? What did you overcome? What was the decision that you made? And where are you now? Okay, so you need to go through all of that and map it out, because this is your story of impact. And maybe this is not exactly where you want to go, but this is how you start creating an impact. So many people go, oh, I want to be at the top of the world, right? I want to go there right now, but how are you going to get there? You see, it is all about, incremental gains and incremental growth. And there'll be some aspects of your journey that you share right now that is relevant for now. But, in times to come, there will be other elements of your journey as you grow that will be more relevant as you go. But stay with where you were once upon a time. What was the decision that you made? What did you overcome, like in terms of challenges? And where are you now? Like, where are you now? And so without going through that, you would not be who you are today. So share your story. So number one, you got to get clear on your message. Number two, who can you help? Now that you know your message, decide who are the kinds of people that you want to help. What kind of solutions can you offer, knowing your journey, knowing your product, knowing your service. Who are the people that you can help right now? Get clear on your avatar, because this is going to be the foundational piece, right? And it's going to lock in with number one to create your social media. Okay, those two are so important, because every single social media post or piece of social media is about driving not only, engagement is nice, but it's not the be all and end all. I know of people that have very few social media followings. They have multiple $1 million businesses, so don't be highly influenced by the level of social media followers. You've got to more so be influenced about the capacity of someone being able to help you. Okay, that's super, super important. So number one and number two are really, really important. So get clear on your message, get clear on who you want to serve. And, you will get clear on who you want to serve based on the things that you've experienced personally, okay? Because you'll be able to share firsthand to your avatar what you've actually experienced and the steps that you took, so they could potentially mirror all, if not part of that. Okay. Number three, get good at copy. A lot of people don't talk about this and say, oh, you don't have to get good at social media. Yes, you do. You do. It's a skill. Like writing on social media is a skill. Getting good with copy is a skill. And if you want to be a pro at this, if you really want to elevate your game and get really good at copy, then, and have high converting social media, I would learn from someone who's very good at this. And the reason why is because there are some things that make sense to you that doesn't make sense to the market. There are some things that you are saying that may be repelling your audience, when potentially you could be showcasing it differently, so that way it lands the first time. And so if you appreciate that building a business online is about being your best level self, but also treating it with respect, like showcasing your message on social media is more than just being yourself and just showing up like that. But what if you could get really good at saying what you're doing and your past and your history and how you can help people, right? And so by you looking at how you can get better at showcasing your story, getting good at copy, this is so going to elevate your game. And I invested in myself to get good at copy, which is why my posts, many of them, I won't say all because I'm always looking for how I can get better, are highly engaging and provide me with opportunities to start conversations with people. Okay. So, and of course, if you want to know what I did, feel free to DM me and I'm happy to share with you. But I can also tell you that I can teach you what I do now and how I teach my coaching clients to write better copy. Okay, so that's number three. Get really good at writing copy, so that way you are writing posts that really land the first time. Okay, and you've got to be very succinct as well. Okay, number four, be intentional with your social media planning. You can't wing something that is so important for your business. It's like you, for example, like if you're like a pizza place, for example, and you've got no ingredients in your kitchen yet. You've got a shop and it's opening up in an hour, and you race across the grocery across the road to the grocery store, and you know the ingredients that they've got there, the labels, the brands aren't necessarily the things that you would buy, because your pizza is renowned for having high quality ingredients that are organic, and that's why they taste so good, right? And your brand is highly renowned for quality first and organic first and whole and all of that. But you know, you've left your planning for the last minute, and you've only got an hour to open, so you run across to a grocery store that hasn't got your brands, but you go, to hell with it, I'm just going to get whatever I can. Do you think that pizza place really cares? Do you think the pizzas that they're generating that night are going to taste the same? Probably not. Probably not. And so you've got to look at your social media exactly in the same way. It's all around planning what you're going to be saying when. So then that way, you know what, you know, in terms of, you know exactly what you're going to be saying to your audience, but you're also going to be very intentional about what you're saying, rather than writing it off the, you know, by the seat of your pants, and you miss opportunities because you're not focused on the outcome of that post. Every single post, every single piece of social media has to be an opportunity for you to help even just one person. And you've also got to look at, you know, like if this post, if this video, if this long form does not allow me to convert sales in one way or another, then I've got to get better. And that is the standard that I hold myself to. You've got to be able to help and impact at least one person for every single piece of content that you put out there. Okay. Number 5, you need to be sharing your message, your values, you authentically as yourself on a consistent basis. Like every single day, you need to be showing up. You need to be sharing yourself authentically. You need to be putting your message out there about why you're someone that people should follow, why you're someone that people should connect with, because this is your moment. This is your moment of impact. And so by you building up consistently and consistency and building this, you know, every single day, people will start to get to know, like, and trust you, which is the foundation of, you know, making a decision. You know, Meta last year said that over 80% of people that responded to a, you know, like I've just got a mental blank, that responded to a form that asked them all these questions around what influenced them to buy. Over 80% questionnaire. That's right, questionnaire. Over 80% said connection. Now, if you don't have connection with your audience, with your marketplace, you have zero chance. You might have like hit and misses, but you're constantly having to replace. Wouldn't you want an audience of raving fans, of people that will just instantly buy because they know, like, and trust you, because you've built that up? Wouldn't you want to have people that know your journey, and then when they come to, you know, to work with you, to buy from you, to invest in you, it's not a question of, you know, how can I get you across the board? It's like they're going to be saying, like, hey, how soon can I get started with you? I know I have to work with you. Okay, so your social media has to be totally focused on who you are in terms of your message, also who you want to serve in terms of the people, your avatar, and also doing it on a consistent basis, right? That's why I call it this, you know, the social media focus framework, because you need to be focused on all of these things on a consistent basis and don't divert from that. This is the plan that it helped me to get to my first 6 figures. And then on top of that, you need to just repeat, because when you just repeat this, you not only get good at doing your social media, you build up the mastery in the skill set, which is one of the foundations, you know, to build to 4 figures to 5 figures. So if you want to be a professional in this space, get really good at social media. And that means getting really clear on your message, getting really clear on who you're serving, and getting really good at writing social media posts, or, you know, articulating your message in such a way that it's highly converting language. Okay. Now, if you're wanting more training like this and you're wanting access like this is a high level training. This is like a 4-figure training. If you're wanting more of this, okay, you can hop on to hangwiththequeen.com. I have my signature program that I have as a blueprint that helped me to build to 6 figures and also $1 million. So I want to be able to help you to get to where you want to go. And on top of that, my bonuses include business building templates, social media templates, financial planning templates, operational templates. So I have done all the work for you, so you don't have to do it. I'm giving you everything that you need to do, so then that way it takes the guesswork out of it. Plus, you'll get access to my blueprint and you'll work with me one-on-one exclusively. Now, I'm only limiting this to 5 people. And if you want to be one of those 5, head on to hangwiththequeen.com, start that process, and let's see if this is exactly what you need to do. And of course, I'm qualifying everybody. Like, I'll be interviewing absolutely everybody, because I'm not taking everybody. I'm taking 5 people who are absolutely ready. 5 high-performing women who want to go to 6 figures, 7 figures, and beyond. Okay, you're my person. That's who this is for. I don't want people who are just going to be inconsistent. I don't want people who think, oh, I don't have the money. I want those people who are ready to change their life because they're sick and tired of going around in circles and circles and circles. This is for you. Hangwiththequeen.com. Start the process, complete the whole process, and I'll see you in there. Take care.